What's going on YouTube? We are here today to discuss Battlefield 6 again. This is a deep dive into the settings. Only thing I didn't cover is like the settings you should use. I'm just showing you the way around the UI and everything like that, because everybody's complaining how difficult it is to get around the settings and you need a PhD and all that other stuff. And yeah, you just know how people is.
Yeah, the settings is just too hard to get around. Like, yeah, they should have made it like this. They should have made it like that, bro.
Shut your ass up. Shut up. Shut up.
Because it's like, for people to complain, they'll just complain about every little thing. So I hope this helped you out along the way, and in the future, I'll make a deeper dive into like the settings as far as like aiming and stuff like that. But for me, if I'm being honest, for me personally, I may have touched it, but it's like I don't know, like I don't have no issues or whatever with how fast I move and stuff like that. And yeah, but it's basically just explaining. And this, I'm on PC, so this is for PC players, unfortunately. Sorry, maybe if I get it on console, I'll do the same thing. But like I said, I was pretty sure when it came to the console settings, you probably just have to deal with fidelity and performance. And always like on PC, it's always like a long laundry list of settings, to get the best performance. Usually. Also, I wanted to say before we get into it, stick with me or whatever the case may be. Thank y'all for 230 subscribers.
Y'all know I'm feeling like a big dog. Big dog. You get what I'm saying?
But yeah, no, I truly appreciate y'all. And we're going to keep running it up. Make sure you like and you subscribe. That really helps this type of channel, this little channel. This channel is coming along very fast, or whatever the case may be. And I got so much things in the working. Just stick with me. Gaming, reviews, tech, all that stuff coming up, whatever the case may be. And I want to do more videos like this in the future. But without further ado, let's get into it. It's a lot of things about Battlefield that you may not know, or you may find it difficult. And a lot of people are complaining about, especially if you're on PC, because you got to think about it. On PC, you have so many more options, so many more things to do. Now, clearly, for instance, if you look at the top of the screen where it say play loadout challenge profile, right? Now, if I use my mouse, which is right here, I could just click. But there's also keys next to these things. So that cork is the settings. It's a Q, it's a E. I'm on controller. So let's use the controller. The controller will be a little bit harder for you for certain things. But before we get into the settings, this is what we're going to do, right? I haven't had a chance to extensively test things out and try things out. So hear me out and hear me well, or whatever. A lot of people are complaining about the settings. We're going to get into that. So I am on controller. So look, as you can see, there's the button. It says XP boost or whatever. If you want to get to that, you press L2. L2. There you go. Boom. It tells you it's a career and it says hardware. I have an hour of each, or whatever the case should be. And the reason why I have an hour, I guess, because I worked it, because simply just for buying the game or whatever, I can activate those at any time, which I'll probably do after I get finished showing y'all, a couple simple tips and things and stuff like that, and how to find out. Now, I don't know if you see at the top corner, let's just say, you want to invite your friends or you want friends. This essentially works if you're a Call of Duty player. This essentially works like uh your Activision tag or whatever the case would be with your EA or whatever. And if you're on Steam, I'm pretty sure it's like the same thing. You get what I'm saying? But look, let's just say you liked the people you wanted to play with or whatever, and you can't remember their names because a lot of the time the lobbies be a lot of people, different squads, different. You might want to play with them again. It says it right there, right? It says R2. Now let's move our mouse so we can see what the mouse is tab. Like you see how it changed, but I'm on controller, so I'm going to press R2. There it go. Then it go, it says your friends, your actual friends, or whatever the case may be. You add people to your party, right? Game messages, friend requests, player search, recently played. This is what you want to go to find. Now, I'm recording using a whole separate PC, which is my editing. Is a lot of times, right? A lot of times, especially content creators, a lot of them don't run two PC setup, except the really, really big ones. I'm not a really, really big one, but I'm a tech guy, understand a third, blah, 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 whatever. So, you may not remember your squad. And once again, this list be long. So what you will have to do is, if you are recording, and let's just say you're using the NVIDIA Shadow Play, you're recording like that, you could look at your squad. So if you are recording like me from a separate PC, you will go to your squad, look at your squad, right? And then as you look at the squad or whatever, you know what I'm saying, it's recorded. So you can go back into your recordings. And then the other way you could do that, if you are a content creator or you're just whatever you got going on and you're recording your shadow play, same thing. Just go look, make sure you go look at your squad, look at the people on the list, and just go back into your recording and then look at the names and then you add them from there. That's what I would do. That's what I was going to do. Haven't really got around to doing it, but so you can have people to play with. Now, once again, everybody talks about the UI. Now, I think it's like some type of bug because it keeps changing my settings every time. Let's just say like I quit the game completely. So now, anybody, you may have had a PC not long, whatever. In my opinion, all this stuff is always the same. Meaning, this is where we all always want to go, or whatever the case would be. So with Battlefield, yeah, it's a little bit more than usual, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, graphics is usually where you can find your field of view. That's what you can see, whatever the case may be. For whatever reason, like I said, it just may be something just going on, like it may just be a bug. But let's just go to advanced setting or whatever, and right here you can mess with the preset if you want or whatever. But if you want, a lot of times with PC, we usually like to go in and see. It's like look at this. There's no way that I would have, it's because it's a competitive shooter. There's no way I would have this like this. But in order to quote unquote fix this, what I could do is we can leave it on high. Actually, let's go like this. So that way it won't look like dog shit. Okay. And now we're gonna go so that way, that's the fastest way to do it. But you see what I did? Graphic, quality settings, this and the third. Yes, it's a lot. You don't need a PhD, as they said. That's just ridiculous. So now I'm gonna go to advanced, right? DLS is already on. I got it on balance or whatever the case would be. I have an NVIDIA graphics card, obviously, because you can't use NVIDIA features without. And if you have AMD, you can put on another upscale, and I'm not going to touch it. But you could just go through, say, FSR, stuff like that. But keep it on, in my opinion. You don't have to, but it's what I got. And I have a 4070 Super. My field of view is my field of view. Just always know that when you are like, when when it comes to your field of view, the as you go up, if you put it up in numbers, the more faster you will appear, and the more you will see around you, right? But you will see less in distance. Remember that. And if you know you've been playing this game, you already know that with this game, it's hard to see stuff. Now, in my opinion, and then once you know how to edit these graphic settings, whatever, all you gotta do is just read the screen. And if I was using the controller, look, it go right back to it, tell you the buttons, what to do, triangle, the blah blah blah. Now, audio, I didn't touch anything, but what I do usually, I ain't gonna lie to you, I usually turn this off, but it's not that deep, or whatever the case may be. I left all that stuff on. In my controller, I have certain things off, so I wouldn't even hear no controller, speaker volume, stuff like that, stereo. I never really mess with this, really don't care to. The audio is good the way it is. I don't have a microphone on this PC per se. Probably need to get one or whatever, but I would probably do like Discord or something like that on my other PC. So I know how that is for people that have two PCs. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And like I said, you don't need all of that. And then obviously, if you're going to play the other game modes, which I haven't even played yet, but there are your difficulties, show your HUD. It's really not what everybody say it is. Yeah, it could be a little crazy when you first look at it, but I'm pretty sure on a console, literally, it's way less options. Like, I think it's like probably between fidelity. It's probably fidelity or performance. That's it. That's what you're gonna get. And on PC, of course, that's why you get a PC, to have the options. But in my opinion, it's a whole lot easier than what people say it is. And I just want to make sure that I gave y'all, the same experience that I pretty much get. You know what I'm saying? Just playing. And that's that. So I hope this helped y'all out, and don't be discouraged. And I'm about to play some Battlefield.